Welcome to cooking in the kitchen.
Cooking in the kitchen, because where else would you cook?
We had a pumpkin pie yesterday. Our mom made a pumpkin pie yesterday, and then we ate it all.
Oh, we want more pumpkin pie. Well, she wants more.
Yeah.
All right, step number 1. 1 3/4 cups of pumpkin.
Add the pumpkin to a large bowl.
You know how many milliliters are in 3/4 cup?
No.
And this is all mixed all nicely, no more chunks.
Nice. Oh, that looks good.
Cinnamon. We're probably gonna need this. Vanilla. Pumpkin pie spice. Allspice. Oh, brown sugar. It's so clumpy.
Okay. Aren't you supposed to pack?
Yeah, you are. Cornstarch.
Oh, what is all over the floor?
1/4 cup of cornstarch.
Oh, maple syrup.
Do you want maple extract or no?
Or...
You want a 1/4 cup of maple syrup?
Yeah.
Do you know how much that is? Is that in the recipe?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Then we're doing good. Dude, what the? That's gonna stick to the...
Half teaspoon of cinnamon.
Here's our pumpkin pie filling that Emma wants to drink. Dude skis. Oh my goodness. Emma, buy a better tripod. What is this? I personally make my own dough and my own pie crust. So.
Pour it into the uncooked pie crust.
Just want to pour it all in the middle because it'll spread out evenly. You want to lick the bowl after?
Kind of a little bit.
Dude.
That looks great.
Already spreading
Bake for 60 minutes.
60 minutes?
That's an hour. I think we better make it 25. They're way big.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah.
What you up to? I'm really bubbling to show you my new watch. You guys know me and know this about me, but as I'm going to talk about in this video anyway, as someone who lives in the city and is not a city person and who really just wants to live in the middle of nowhere in the country in nature, I cling on and value dearly anything that brings me even a smidgen closer to nature. I'm so thrilled to have Holzkern back sponsoring another one of my videos. I love them. You've probably seen me wearing their watches before, but they are an Austrian company that focuses a lot on using different wood materials as well as loving more natural material to create products that really have such a close tie to nature. Their goal is to remind you of nature, the landscape, the world, out of doors every time you look at your piece. Each piece that they design is completely unique, thanks to nature, and by that I mean due to the marbling, the grain, the iridescence of the wood. Holzkern also gives back to nature a lot. They partner with charities the Jane Goodall Institute, among others, in order to give back to causes like reforestation, and their production, packaging, and delivery routes are as sustainable as they possibly can be. This gorgeous watch that I'm wearing is the Hanwi watch in nacre and gold. It is made from stainless steel and gold. It has an adjustable length, so it fits on every single wrist, and it is also water resistant. Inside their wooden box, first of all, I am a sucker for the smell of any kind of wood, and this, it just smells so good. They have a little cushion, and the watch also comes with the tools to change it, take out pieces, and fully customize it to the size that you want. Holzkern also recently started selling sunglasses, and so I went a little bit out of my comfort zone with this pair that I picked. These are the Queen Bee sunglasses, and I got them in yellow mellow. If you guys are interested in any of these pieces that I've mentioned, or you want to go and find your own, and you can feel free to use my discount code to get 15% off of your order. Thank you so much to Holzkern. Really, truly love this brand, and I am so excited. I've always wanted a watch like this. Let's move along into the vlog. Welcome back to a vlog. I don't know if Kelser is gonna come join us or if he's just gonna sit there like a weirdo staring. I hope this provides you with some comfort, some company, some distraction, whatever you need out of this vlog. I hope that you get it. If you just need a weird cat, oh my god, he's gone. He could be anywhere now. Kelser's got you covered. First things first, I'm finally in the middle of reading a book that I am really enjoying, and I'm so happy to tell you about it. I feel like I haven't read a book, picked up a book in a long while that I've just been hooked about, and this one I'm just hooked on. I'm excited to pick it up. And that book is The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy by Megan Bannon. I bought this for myself a few months ago because it just looked like something I wanted to read. Heard about it on BookTube. It's been getting like a little bit of attention, and I think it deserves more. I'm really enjoying this one so much. I am 144 pages through. I've just been really looking forward to waking up in the morning and starting the day reading this book. This one is really cute. All I knew going into this was that I didn't think it was like as fantasy romance as it is, but it definitely is. It's more so enemies to lovers, and I'm really liking it. So the world of The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy is, like I said, so much more fantastical than I thought. It's a world that is very heavily focused on death and funerary rites, and our main character, Mercy, is an undertaker. She works for her father at her father's undertaking company, which is called Bird, Soul, and Son, and right now she is fulfilling the son part of the company because her brother, Zeddy, he's quite squeamish. He's not really living up to what is eventually going to be bequeathed upon him, I guess, because right now her father is ill. He's just suffered a heart attack, and so Mercy is kind of taking everything upon herself. In this world, their jobs are even more important, like those who deal with the dead and the dying. In this world, your soul is stored in your appendix. So you know how we don't really know what the appendix is for? Like, why do we have an appendix? What is it there for? It's just there to blow up at really not good times. In this world, the soul sits in the appendix. However, there is this kind of scary part of the world. It's also this region of the world that is like shrouded by mist, and when you go through this mist, there are malignant spirits or creatures. No one really knows what they are, but they're called drudges, and they will take over your body. They will kill you. They're most like zombies, I guess, and they will just straight up kill you, inhabit your body, and go looking for stuff. There's also people in this world who have the job of marshals, and that's where our love interest, Hart, comes in. He is one of these kind of cowboy, very much reminds me of cowboy gunslinging adventurers with a great big old hat who go out and find these reanimated corpses, which drudges, or I guess the reanimated corpses are what is actually the drudge, and he will kill them by piercing the appendix. These poor people who have died, whether they were living or whether the drudge just found a corpse, the corpses will be taken to people like Mercy who work at an undertaker's, and she will process the body and like wish it well and do all of the funerary rites. It's really interesting. I'm loving the plot to romance ratio. I think it's like, it's not, well, it's kind of 50-50, honestly. And it's really good. It's really cute. It's really, really cute. So basically what happens in the synopsis as well, it says this, they become pen pals, Mercy and Hart, but they don't know that they're writing to each other, because each of them are very lonely in their own way. They don't really have a lot of people in their lives, and they're just struggling. They're each struggling in their own way, and so they send out these letters into the world, and the letters find each other, but they don't know that they're writing to each other. So it's cute. I really love the very I don't know, just death focused and like funerary rites and ritualistic world of it all. I find it really interesting. That's what I'm currently reading this week. Really enjoying it. I hope to have it finished relatively soon, I guess. This arrived a couple days ago. This is from a company that I found on Instagram. They are called Levitate. It looks like they're an Australian company, but they specialize in like anxiety rings, anxiety fidget toys, stuff like that. Which I don't know, I just love everything like that. I think it's fun, I think it's quite useful, and I think they're really good tools. So I picked myself up a couple of their rings from Levitate because I do obviously have quite a few long plane rides coming up in the next month or so, and I don't like traveling by plane. I don't. I like taking off and I like landing. I think it's so fun. It's kind of like a roller coaster ride. I really enjoy takeoff and landing. It's like a nice rush. It's fun. It makes me giddy. I have a good time. My problem is more so sitting in a confined space in this tube where you're just trapped for hours and hours and hours and you can't leave because you can't just walk out the door. And I don't like that. I don't like feeling trapped. I don't like feeling suffocated. And that's when I start to panic. But my trip to Italy, which is coming up, which I'm really excited for, looking forward to, it's gonna be the longest like single flight I've ever taken. You know, it's gonna be a lot of sitting there in the air for one period of time. I would much rather split it up into literally 4 smaller flights if I could. I would totally do that rather than just take one big one. Anyway, oh yeah, here it is if anyone was wondering. This first one, ooh, this is fun. Okay, so this is the first one that I got. It is just this silver ring with like little silvery balls on it. I hope I got the right size. Oh, I did. Put it on and then you can just play with all of the little balls and just fidget with it and like do some, it's like an abacus for your finger. That's great. Are you seeing this? Look. What's this? Ooh. Do you like that? You can just kind of spin it like this. One. And then I got one more. They're having a sale. Apparently they're going out of business. I don't honestly know if that's true or not. Regardless. Ooh, look at this little thing. So, ooh, the second one is really pretty as well. Oh my gosh! Look, it's already going. She already spinning. Oh, that is so fun. Oh, and it makes like a nice little noise. That's so cute. And then it's honestly pretty as heck. This, okay, so I can kind of like just do this all day. Okay, there they are. I don't know if actually more people are frightened or anxious of takeoff and landing versus just the whole thing. I mean, going through the airport is stressful enough, but yeah. What are you doing? What is this big butt doing? Order came with a free t-shirt as well. I think it was called like a mental health t-shirt. I didn't really get to look at it, but this is what it is. Ooh. It's just this nice white t-shirt and it says you are enough, and then the back is really nice because it says dear person behind me, the world is a better place with you in it. Love, the person in front of you. Okay. I honestly want to drop everything and read this, but I also really want to carve out some time this afternoon to study Italian a little bit more, get my Italiano and going, and just like devote some time to that. I gotta go switch out my memory card, so bye. Welcome to a very rainy, foggy, misty day. I have been trying to reset my sleep schedule for a long time. Nothing has been working. I'm just tired. But I've been wanting to get up earlier for a long time now, like start my day early in the morning. It's getting harder now because now earlier in the morning is before the sun is even up, and now the sun is obviously going down earlier and earlier. I decided to try making Calcifer my alarm clock because he gets up pretty much around the same time every morning and he always wakes me up, but then I usually just go back to bed. So now when he wakes me up, I've tried just getting up for the day with him, although to be fair, he usually goes back to sleep as well. But this morning I finally got up at 7, which was a big achievement. Got a lot done in the morning, and I got some like good quiet reading time in this morning, and I am so happy with The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy. I think I was talking about this in the last clip, but it's really truly really good, and I don't want it to be over. I just think the world building is so cool. The fantasy elements of the fantasy romance are so cool. I'm liking the romance, and I'm really enjoying the balance between like the plot of what is going on in each of their lives, in Heart's life, and Mercy's life. There's a large cast of characters, everyone is so cool, and I'm just really enjoying this one. I was not expecting to find a gem in this one, but I did. So I'm on chapter 33, which is 316 pages through, and I don't want it to be over. I really don't. Would definitely recommend this one. I'm so glad I picked this up because I finished Wuthering Heights, and I was like, I just want something not this dark, not this gloomy, not this serious, and The Undertaking is just everything I wanted. I'm so happy. I'm really loving it. And I was just like, if I get up early this morning, that means I get to sit with my coffee and read this wonderful little book. So that's what I did, and then I stopped myself because I've been trying to draw it out a little bit more. I think because today is so gloomy, so rainy, it kind of feels perfect for a 24-hour readathon. So I think that's what I might film today. It's still, it's before noon, so I could get it going pretty soon and then do a 24-hour readathon into tomorrow, see how that goes, because I do have kind of a stack here that I picked out of books I want to read for spooky season, and my October TBR was like so large to begin with, so I think that's what I might do today. But I don't want to put The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy on because I just want to be able to stay with this book a little longer, be able to read it a little bit longer, and just be able to spend more time in its pages. That's how much I'm enjoying it. I just don't want it to be over. So I think even though I have about 100-ish, maybe a little over 100 pages left of this, yeah, a little over 100 pages left, I'm probably just gonna stop reading this for today, even though we kind of just got to the third act miscommunication-ish part, which like I was not looking forward to, but this one does it a lot better and like more in a more valid way that I kind of understand than in most other romance books I've read. So I'm just really intrigued as well with the whole like different religion in this book and the fantasy elements. It's so cool, and like the drudges, the zombie creatures, finding out more and more about them. Honestly, having a really good time, having a really good time hearing about like Mercy's day-to-day working as an undertaker and like preparing the bodies, they don't use coffins, are they called boats that they put the bodies in. We'll see how it goes. I am in the mood to read a lot, and that's pretty much thanks to this book. Also, I went to an antique market over the weekend, which was really fun. I haven't been to one in so long, and there's so many cool things there. There was a sword that I really wanted to buy. It was a really cool sword, like a real sword. But I was like, how am I gonna bring this home on the streetcar? That is just, I don't know. I just feel like I should not be carrying a sword around on public transportation. So all I got instead was this vintage dress from one of the stalls. I didn't try it on, so I'm hoping it's gonna fit. I might actually try it on right now. So, okay, it's way too long to show you in frame, but here's like the color of it. the sleeves, like the neckline is here. The sleeves are like so poofy. And then they came, oh, it smells. It has a smell to it, let me tell you. I'm probably gonna, I don't know if I should run this through my dryer. Probably not. Anyway, but it has this very cute dark blue ribboning on it. And it was just, I don't know, it was just so beautiful. And it's so big, so large, so, oh! There's a bug. A bug just came out of it. Ah! No. No. So many bugs just came out of it. I don't know if you heard me scream, but all these little bugs, I mean, they're not really little, and they're beetles, just came out of the dress. Don't put it under the couch. Don't you dare. Don't you dare put it under the couch. Stop. You're not being, he thinks they're toys. He thinks they're dead. They're dead, bud. Yeah. Okay, no. Okay, let me vacuum this up first. This is exactly why I put everything I get secondhand or out of book boxes, anything well, usually just books. I put them in the freezer because you never know. And now I'm just a little, I'm pretty sure those are those potato bugs or stink bugs? I forget what they're actually called. I'm totally not putting on this dress now. Is anything coming? Oh, they are. Bugs all over the floor. Okay, well, this is the best day of his life. Oh, it just, the must coming off of this? And I was like, oh dang, this dress was only $25. I was like, that's kind of a steal. That's kind of good. But now, why is it crunchy? Bad time. I just vacuumed up a few more and I keep shaking it. And they keep falling out. And my only concern now is this dress is very old. Very old. Like, it looks handmade. I know when my grandma's grandma used to make dresses, like they would use stuff like this. So my only concern is like that they're in the lining. I'm not gonna show you a try on. I'm not gonna show you the dress tried on today. I'm not. I just threw it back in the freezer. I'm not gonna lie to you. I threw that guy back in the freezer. Go for another round. Anyway, I've also changed tops because I feel like for the rest of the day, I feel like things are like crawling all over me. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I do feel really sad for those beetles. I did not mean to freeze them. I did not know they were in there. Something I can show you though, actually, that does not have any bugs in it is this book that my parents bought me because they got me this for my birthday. Calcifer just put the whole tripod handle in his mouth. Why? They got me Little Women because they saw me talking about it in, I think, my trivia video that I did, and I was like, I need to read this. So this is the copy that they got. What is this? This is the 150th anniversary edition from Seawolf Press. And yeah, I've never read it, and I really, really, really want to. I didn't know it was this long. Anyway, because I watched the new movie with Carolyn when she was here, and I mean, I wanted to read Little Women for so long, but after doing a bunch of those literature quizzes and like reading different quotes from the book and stuff, I just, yeah, very, very excited to read it. So that is Little Women. I don't know when I'll be picking this up. I've heard it's good to pick up around Christmas, so let me know if I should. I think what I'm gonna do is make some lunch, try to forget about the bug incident, and then start my 24-hour readathon. The spookiness has started. I'm gonna be trying to read a bunch of books that are on my October TBR. All of them are, all of them are spooky. So I'm gonna be reading from probably, let's say 1:45 today to 1:45 tomorrow, I think. Well, okay, I got four books on it. We'll see how it goes. But the first one here is The 50-Year Sword by Markza Danielewski. I don't know what my feelings are towards this book. It's one of the oldest books on my shelves that are that's unread. I bought this years ago and I never got around to it. House of Leaves is probably Danielewski's most well-known work. It's one of my favorite books of all time. It's a 5-star. It's the most horrifying book to me that I've ever read. The Rain. The rain just started coming down. Oh, this is a good day for it. This is the best day I probably could have picked for a 24-hour readathon. Anyway, but I've had the 50-year sword, which as you can see, it has like little, I don't know, can you see it? Yeah. It's very textured because it's been like stabbed through a bunch of times with all these little holes all over it. But I bought this after I read House of Leaves and I just never read it. It's going to be very interesting. I know that for sure. I'm just not sure if it's going to be very good. So Marcel Danielewski, I guess oh, there's actually a picture of him. I've never seen him. The cat, I think that might be a Devon Rex. Is that what that cat type is called? I don't know. The 50-year sword, look at the naked hardcover though. That's cool. Originally published as a large size limited edition and subsequently performed only on Halloween night as a live shadow show, it's finally available in hardcover. I have no idea what it's about. All I know is that it's set on Halloween nights and that it's gonna be weird because it's Danielewski. So we'll give it a go. I think I want to pick this one up first because I've had it on my TBR for the longest. I'm the most ambivalent about this one though. I also have an audiobook on the go for times when I'm not going to be physically reading, and that audiobook is Madam by Phoebe Wynne. This is a dark academia. I'm already 65% of the way through, so the goal during the 24-hour readathon is just to finish Madam. This one is all right now. Like, it's just all right. I do want to finish it. I do want to find out what happens. I only have about 5 hours left of the audiobook, so whenever I'm doing something that's not reading, I'll just listen to Madam and see how far I get. I'll tell you more what this is about when we get more into the readathon. So I have the strength to just sit down with a coffee and start the 50-year sword. I guess stay tuned.
Look at this tummy.
Look at this little cutie.
Are turning brown, red and yellow, soon they'll be falling down. Now, I'm not ready, not just yet. I'm not ready for autumn. Autumn comes too soon. Autumn comes too soon. The light that flickers will blow
this one. The sun is going down. There's no two ways about it. And it's not even 6 o'clock. I don't think I've never dreaded daylight savings, never dreaded the clocks changing, never dreaded the sun setting earlier as much as I am dreading it this season. I'm like so fearful of it actually. I'm feeling it already. I think you saw in the last few clips that I was attempting to do a 24-hour readathon. However, the clips are in this video because I did not get it done. Did not happen. I started it, I fell asleep. I was very down. I've been in a very low place, a very low bad place for the past, I don't know, I wanted to say a couple weeks, but it's been more than that. And then just had a massive panic attack last night, or was it the night that I was doing the 24-hour readathon, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it another day. I'm just gonna save this for another rainy day because I just was not doing well. If you are feeling those things, if you're going through those things, I see you, I'm looking at you, and I'm there with you because it is really not fun. Yeah, now I've just been trying to slowly get back into it. Today is Sunday, so I'm about to be stepping into a new week tomorrow with hopefully better things ahead because yeah, just haven't been feeling like myself. Oh, there's the train. Just haven't been feeling like myself for a good long while now. You'll probably have noticed that the consistency of my videos appearing has dropped off. I really like to claw my way back to myself as soon as possible, hopefully. So I am here though to give you some reading updates, and a 24-hour readathon will be coming to you, just not that one. Shall we say that one got canceled. This morning I went for a run outside. I was just trying to do something nice, fun. It was sunny, but there was like frost on the ground this morning, but it was nice. It was good. I've never considered myself someone who's really good at running outside. Like I do have kind of a little bit of history of running, of like doing cross country and track and field and stuff like that. But I haven't really been back to it except to run like, you know, on the treadmill in the gym here and there. But I would really like to get back to running outside because it just does wonders, especially now that like, I mean, the tan's gone. Did I even have a tan? I don't know. Translucent milk. The sun's going down, it's getting dark, it's getting cold, and usually I'm so happy about those things because I love winter. I'm a winter girl. That is like my season. I adore it, but it's just a very different season in the city, and I am like scared to be trying to prepare for it again here. But I wanted to come on and film, give you an update, just give you a virtual hug essentially, if that's at all possible. Bring it in. And let me tell you about the books that I am just having with me right now. One of these has just been the absolute comfort, but let me like just give you an update on this thing, on the 50-Year Sword by Marquez de Danielewski, because this was the one that I started for that 24-hour readathon. So I did get 180 pages through actually, and I think I was saying that I was either going to, I was ambivalent about it. I didn't think maybe it was going to be the best thing ever, and unfortunately it is not, guys. It is not. I should have listened to my professor who, I don't know, a long time ago we were talking about House of Leaves, and he was like, yeah, everything else, especially the 50-Year Sword, is kind of, you know, not great. And that is correct. That is correct. So the 50-Year Sword is set on Halloween night, which is cool. That's why I picked it up for the readathon. And it's narrated by 4 or 5 different people, and so you can like tell who's narrating it based on the color of the quotation marks, which is great. But like, first of all, the colors are all very close together. We have like yellow, dark yellow, orange, red, light brown, and dark brown. So maybe 6. Anyway, I've stopped paying attention to that because I'm just like, these colors are all blurring together for me. They all look exactly the same. But the story goes, we're following this woman named Chintana, and she goes to this Halloween party because she's been invited. Once she's there, she sees or meets, I don't know if she's seen them before, there's 5 orphans and a social worker looking after them at the party. And then in the middle of the party, this storyteller arrives. And he's like, I've got a story to tell you kids, sit down. And he begins telling the story of the 50-year sword. Chintana is kind of shocked at what she is hearing because the storyteller's story doesn't really seem to be appropriate for young children, but like the social worker is there listening to it too, and so Chintana is just like, okay, whatever, we can get on with this story. The story is about the storyteller searching for a weapon. They want to find a weapon of some sort, and so they go on this journey to find the ultimate weapon. And that's what's happening. The storyteller has just got to the sword maker who makes swords to do different things. Some of them kill colors. Some of them, this one kills the color green, for example. This one kills ideas. This one kills the taste of salt. This one kills the smell of wild lupine. There's swords that do different things. I have like no pages left. Also, I don't know, I really don't like this shtick of just like, it's just wasted paper. It is wasted paper, especially because this whole book is set on every, I just got a paper cut. Ooh, I just got a paper cut. This book is sharp like a sword. It's just set on every other page and it's not very good. Like, it's not very good. Nothing is happening. It feels gimmicky to the extreme, and like I said, with like 100 pages left, I don't know what's gonna happen. I am gonna finish this. I was actually hoping to finish this tonight because it's such a fast read. There's barely any text and it's on every other page. So I think I'm just gonna give it a go. The reason why everything is like stitched is because Chintana is a seamstress, so that's what she does, but it is gimmicky. As an English lit student, I'm not getting anything out of it. I'm not seeing what I want to be seeing, and it does just feel like this was in the chapters bargain section where I bought it for a reason, unfortunately, which is so disappointing because House of Leaves, I think, is truly a masterpiece. This one I'm getting nothing, absolutely nothing. So I think Marcia Danielewski is probably going to be a hit or miss author with me, or just a one-hit wonder with House of Leaves. If anyone has read The 50-Year Sword, I've never heard of this book, never heard of it anywhere, never heard anyone talk about it, never heard anyone read it, so except for my like professor, but any hoosers, that is that. Not having a good time. Like, this is gonna come out probably at a generous 2-star unless something absolutely spectacular happens in the next 100 pages, but I don't think so. It's maybe kind of good that it worked out that way, because then I don't have to start my next 24-hour readathon with a very disappointing book. But The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy. Gushing about this one in here, but it's just so good. Like, it's really so good. I'm now on chapter 36, which is 345 pages into it. I think I'm also gonna try to finish this tonight, hopefully, as a goal, because I'm having so much fun. Like, this has just been comforting me over the past few days, and I'm really, really liking it. Like I said, I love the plot to romance ratio. It's so fun. I love all of the characters, and I went on the author's Instagram and I saw that she's releasing another book but in the same worlds this summer, so I guess next summer. But I'm so happy. I'm so happy with this. Like, it's just so cute. It's so good. I love all the unique things in the world. Like, I feel like there's a few little plot holes with the world building, but I don't care. I really don't care. It's so fun, and I'm really like just learning about everything. I'm not like too bothered about our two main characters, honestly, but I love the world. I love the sentiments. I love the feelings. I love what everyone's working through, and I love it. I'm just really liking it. It's one of those books that I'm just like, oh, comfort. This is very comforting, and this is exactly what I needed. So I'm so glad I bought this for myself, and I'm so glad I finally picked it up. But the next book that I want to read, because I realized that it is already, I mean, October's, you know, we're getting through it, which I feel like it just started, but I wanted to really make sure that I got to the Vampire Lestat this month, because last year, like exactly a year ago now, I read The Vampire Chronicles, the first book, Interview with the Vampire, 5 stars, loved it, one of my favorite books of last year, And then I got the second book, I don't know how long ago now, but I've obviously been saving it for spooky season, so I think I need to start this. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that the Vampire Chronicles doesn't build chronologically, because this one is all about Lestat, who's a character in the first one, but I don't think like this book picks up where the first one ends. I think this one we're just going over everything in Lestat's life. I'm pretty sure, because he was once an aristocrat in the heady days of pre-revolutionary France, and now he's a rock star in the demonic, shimmering 1980s. Yeah, maybe it is. I don't know when this starts. I don't know if this starts in France or if it starts in the 80s. This one might be the next book I pick up when I'm done the undertaking. So we shall see. And then I just feel like I'm gonna have the best time ever with this. You guys have had such differing opinions on if the series actually gets better if it goes long. A lot of you have been like, okay, once you get to this book, just stop. Some people are like, Lestat is great. Some people are like, Lestat is not great. But I'm flicking through it, and I really want to read this. Anyway, that is my reading update. And then for audiobooks, have I talked about this book? I don't think so, but I am actually almost done listening to Madam by Phoebe Wynne. This one is alright. It's alright. I didn't DNF it, although I did consider DNFing it. I think it's just gonna come out at an alright 3-star. I would recommend if you're into dark academia, Greek mythology. It's not really a thriller, but it's very intriguing, a little bit suspenseful, definitely spooky in there as well. So Madam is about this very private, very prestigious boarding school for girls only, set in a very remote part of Scotland. And our protagonist, Rose, gets a job there as the new classics teacher, I think the head of the classics department or something. So she's teaching Latin, primarily Latin. Yeah, primarily just Latin. But things are weird at the school. Things are not what they seem. I don't know if I like it. The secret is now out. I'm not going to spoil anything, but the secret that like they were kind of like, what is going on at the school? I now know what's going on at the school, and it's like just all right. There's a lot of reference to different Greek myths and Greek plays. Okay, it's simply just okay. I am finding it pretty repetitive. I do like the atmosphere of like very remote Scotland. It's dark, it's stormy, we're set on a cliff, we're in this castle that is now this very like mysterious boarding school. Rose gets there and she's just like, why are things happening this way? Like everyone is kind of on her case about very strict etiquette rules. So like she gets talked down to for leaving her tea bag in her tea until it's completely steeped out, which like I do all the time, or the way that you dress, the way that you speak. It just seems kind of contrary to what she's supposed to be there doing, which is teaching classics and giving all of the girls from age like whatever, I don't know how old, maybe 10 to like 17, 18 academic study. I do like that. I think this is my first dark academia that we've gotten the point of view of the teacher instead of the students, and like seeing her journey, her teaching has been a little bit interesting, but I'm not really feeling a strong sense of character from anyone. And also it is the kind of book where, because it's set at a school, specifically a boarding school, everyone is just really, they're all up in each other's business. They're incredibly mean. There's like a lot of harassment, a lot of bullying, a lot of things going on with the students, and Rose just gets there and like no one will tell her anything. She's on this very strict probationary period. She can't really see the headmaster. The girls are being really snotty to her, which like I just hate reading about like meanness for the sake of meanness. I'm like, why do I want to do this? So it's been okay, but like I am interested to see where it goes. It's now 6 o'clock and the sun, obviously, as you can see, is like going down. So I'm gonna try to make the apartment really cozy. I just made a little bit of coffee, a tiny bit of coffee, mostly just milk, oat milk. And yeah, if you can see Kelsifer, he's been with us, he's here. No, it's so disappointing. It might be a 1 star. That was so bad. That was actually so bad. And now I'm gonna go on Goodreads and see if I can get some validation. No words ever appeared on the right side of the book. This reviewer, basically the book could have been condensed down to about 50 pages. It's like maybe Mark had a conversation with his publisher. So you have a 50-page story, but you want to make it 288 pages. Not print anything on every other page, but sometimes include large images that are completely irrelevant to the story, and also include colored quotation marks that appear at random, and include instructions that the reader is supposed to understand but likely never will. I think I might give it a 1 star, guys. It was really not good. Doesn't that sound cool? Like, that's what got me in the bookstore.
And you ever wonder if days like these last with one another, with the feeling pass? Would you find out with me if it all starts to crumble?